But your systems are being run with the devil's paper. Now that's the problem. And here I have it. Now you can't get this anymore unless you go into the older versions. It's a 1989. And this is the CFR, the Code of Federal Regulations, on Title 31. And there's two sets of definitions. There's 51, Part 51, and Part 52. Area 51 ring a bell? I think it does. Because on Part 51, see, there's different definitions here. There's the definition of department means the Department of the Treasury. And then if you come over to Part 52, it says department means the Department of the Treasury. So that definition is the same. But then when you drop down to governor, it says governor means the governor of any of the 50 capital S state governments, or the mayor of the District of Columbia. So, Obama's really like mayor-governor kind of deal. Okay. Now you come over here to Part 52, which represents the freely associated compact states where the state citizens are. See, we're not residents. We're domiciled. We're attached to the land. We're not attached to the fiction, the paper created. That's your fake obligation that's based on a lie. And if it's based on a lie, it doesn't matter how many times you tell it, honey. It's still a lie. So now governor over here says, means the governor of any of the 50 states, that's a small s state, and the chief executive officer of the Commonwealth of Puerto Rico and the territories of the American Samoa, Guam, and the Virgin Islands of the United States. Okay, so see, you have to understand Article 4, Section 3, Clause 2. That's the other property that belongs to the United States. The other property that belongs is the property that has been in the transactions of the paper. And because there were invasions into those countries and those people were basically conquered like everybody else. But y'all couldn't quit fighting with your brothers and sisters. Now we're all related. And we can all be related in law with Article 1, Section 10. So I'm going to be posting this on my blog. I want to tell you what happened today to me, because I was outside moving some things. Some of the stuff from my family that they're bringing up here, they've got a couple of trucks bringing things. And some of the stuff arrived early, and it got windy, and one of the mattresses blew off. So I'm here by myself, nobody to help me. So I went out, and it wasn't a real heavy mattress. I lifted it up, and I got it over the fence. And it's been pretty windy all day here. And, it's like 4:07 now in the afternoon. But it's been pretty windy all day. And I was pulling it across, and this guy came by and squirt bug spray. And the wind blew it right into my face and my mouth and all over me. And I'm allergic to bug spray. I'm allergic to anything fake, especially Federal Reserve notes. Anyway, I dropped the mattress and it made me sick. It made me, throw up, but not like I had any food on me, but it didn't matter. You know what I mean? It made me nauseous, and I actually did get sick. So I called up, the city of Cali, and the people have been very nice. Oh, I'm not upset with people. What I'm upset with is people that have a bad practice and that don't follow the law and do not consider the rights of others. And it's not an opinion. These people, some people don't care about their neighbors. They wouldn't care if you had a knife sticking in your head. Oh, they don't want to get involved. Well, I'm going to tell you right now that those days are over. Because the Lord's coming. And if you're too chicken to admit you were wrong, or you have too much pride to admit you didn't know the Constitution, because I've got the Book of Life, and I've got the Ark of the Covenant, and all of you have broken your oaths of office. Now, the military's covered, because they don't have a choice. They're covered. But the rest of you, you're not. You're not. Now, citizens are going to be rising up. We're going to have your oath of office, and we're going to start telling you what you're going to do, or you're going to be evicted. Because you are wasting taxpayer exempt credit dollars. Yes, I know all about that. It's racketeering. It got started. But see, Congress terminated the war powers in 1976, and you haven't caught up yet. And there's a reason. Because I didn't have all the info yet to help. And I hadn't filed enough writs. But my writ of presbytery is like a death warrant. It was the hottest thing. They had to escort it around with armed guards. And oh my God, they couldn't let the judge see it. No, because it dropped dead. That's all I didn't know for sure, you know. But when I first got here, I kept trying to get the sheriff to make an inventory, but I didn't realize the sheriff was in prison. He's imprisoned by this practice of the, and I'm going to tell you, it's churches. They selling you out. They take a 501c3, and then they make sure you do those forms. But if you're going to pledge a counterfeit, a one Federal Reserve counterfeit, because it is, because there's no paper. The lowest denomination under the Act of February 25th, 1862 is a $5 note. Because it was understood from the beginning, all the way back to Queen Anne, that it was a Spanish milled dollar. Oh, you think just because it's been done over and over and over and over, see, you got the seed of your father. And if his father was doing it too, then it had an evil intent to cheat ya. All you have to do is repent. You didn't know you were under the baby act. You were under the baby act. The Lord wants everybody. Everybody. The Catholics kept the saints alive. The Mormons know that they're still living. Yeah. And the Baptists, they got fire. And everybody else has a flavor. It's like Baskin-Robbins. Different flavored churches. And some people are natives and they have rituals and things that they practice and they do. And other people, whatever. That's the beauty of our Constitution. You can be whatever religion you want, as long as you treat others with respect. And if there's an emergency, you need to jump in, help out, jump in and help out. You don't say, oh, it's not my job. Well, what if the Lord decides to humble you and burn your house down? It can happen. It's all what you think. All your ancestors are in here. They're all pulling for you. They want you to graduate. They're the ETs out there. You have to have love in your heart. You have to admit you were wrong. I've had to admit a lot of things too. And I'm human. But I'm learning. Because we're going to have a new day, and the little children are going to be able to play out in the streets, or we don't have to play in the streets, but I mean play in the parks, and then we're not going to have to be worried about somebody snagging them up. And if we needed, if there was an emergency coming against planet Earth, we need to know who's loyal and who's honorable to the Lord. And the Lord gave us gold and silver. That's the Israel money that lasts forever. If you have a pile of Federal Reserve notes in your house and it burns down, I guess you're SOL. And you know what that means, but it's also soul. The sun put a U in it, it's your soul. And you'll be out of it. Well, you got some gold coin, and I'm going to tell you, a $5 gold coin's only this big. People go, I don't want to haul around all that gold. Number one, you don't have that much coming in coins. And number two, nothing's changed. Prices are still the same, pretty much. But there's some wheat agreements, international wheat agreements. There's several international laws that have been put into effect. It doesn't matter whether you like it or not, because you are not self-governing. You have to become a citizen deputy. It doesn't mean you're the neighborhood snitch. The only reason I call the police is because I document. Then they have to make a report. They can say how weird I am or whatever. I don't care. Lord knows what I'm doing. Lord's always watching. So if you're evil to me, God sees it. God sees it. Now you got to get on track. There's a lot of good people out there with some good information. But those programs out there that are getting you to make more paper, that is just making a bigger problem. And all of you are beneficiaries to a huge estate. You don't even know about it. And I've been exposing a lot of things in areas that I'm not talking about it because do your parents tell you what you're getting for Christmas? Well, some people might have to know sooner. But for right now, you need to get on this Constitution. You're going to take this horse by the reins, honey. You're the rider. You're the rider. You picked it with your politics. You picked it. See, politics killed Jesus. Pontius Pilate, he didn't break any laws. But you're breaking a law by passing counterfeit paper. It's not the constitutional currency. We have a constitutional currency. And the Federal Reserve, they had to jump in to provide the last 100 years because the Founding Fathers knew, it was going to be a while for you earn the Constitution. Now y'all have these study groups and y'all whine about Second Amendment, keeping bear arms. I'm telling you right now, you haven't got out of Article 1, Section 9. You're still stuck in habeas corpus. And it's all in your mind. Because we're having a new day. We want you to be part of it. I'm CeCe. I'd love to have y'all come see me. I've already got some people that are coming. I pray for everybody all day long. I pray for our boys. I want all them boys home. I want them home. We're not going to fight your wars anymore. See, it's going to be easy. This is a solution for the Federal Reserve, too. They don't have to be worried about chasing around plates of somebody counterfeiting. Because in order to get the gold, they have to turn it in. You can catch them right there when they go to turn it in. See, you made it literal, so God had to make it literal, too. Had to give it to you, so now you really will have to redeem yourself. Everybody's a sinner. You sin, put a G on the end of it, and sing about it. But those solar flares are happening because everybody's on fire right now, because everybody's ticked off. You're all ticked off because you're being cheated, and your ancestors are making you get more ticked off because they've been watching it since Moses. They're sick of it, too. They're ready for you to be the king or the queen or the prince or the princess that you are. I love you, and I love America, and I want you to be my friend, and I want you to be in the book of life, and I want to know if you love God. Even if you don't love God, you love the sun, because if without the sun, I don't think you'd be here. See, now we have to go back to sun worshiping because we can get solar now. See, God wants us to do solar. We don't need all that other stuff. It's all in the Bible. It's all in the Bible. Go look at the Star of David. I'm going to post some of these things on my blog because there's some excellent charts that Louis Vega. Oh, I'd love to meet him. I need to be meeting with the holy people, the holy men, the holy leaders. All the leaders now can shake hands and know. Because as soon as we get rid of all the paper, we're not going to have to worry about people, mass destruction. See, when you have faith in God, nature takes over. Anybody messes with you, the Indians, everybody jump in and make a tornado, or wind, or hurricane, or earthquakes, sinkholes. Those are all happening. It's all happening because of bad practice. Now we need, and the ETs will help us put it all back together. Probably look like Swiss cheese to them right now. Don't be mad though. Email me, or post on my blog, or do something, because I've been waiting for God's people. I put a lot of information out. I've sent it to sheriffs, sent it to senators and congressmen. I've sent grievances to, sent a good one to the White House. Eviction proceedings have begun. They have. I'm going to carry it through. Because I am under a sacred contract. Captain Beverly Winslow came to me in a dream. And now I know. They tell me, your ancestors show up before you do. I read your body language. That's the first language. If you have a happy face, I want to know right away. I see mean looks. I don't really care to be around that energy. I love you. Peace on earth. Goodwill towards men. And Jesus is coming. He's coming. Everybody's feeling this energy coming in. We've got to make good use of it. Because you got all those ancestors. You can flip a switch and... You think you got talent now? Oh, honey, wait till you realize what God's got in store for you. It's gonna be a new day. It's already here. Star David. Double.